dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the...
I'm the coach. You're locked into the...
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
60 Pittsburgh. Strip that ball.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. It's Charles. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Walton. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. It's caught to Charles. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they go.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
And that's their 1st sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 121 yards.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play, and I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
2nd and 1. Well, that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again is Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. To the air yet again, Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Allen, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's Watson. It's wearing the tight end with it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Gets this one to Juszczyk. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 8-3. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Ready?
On 2nd down now. It's Walton. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 40. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make this last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. The Texans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him, kicking it from
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Charles. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Walton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On second down, it's Walton, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On third down, it's Walton, and he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. Baker Mayfield, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up fourth down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. Yeah, they have had success on the ground, really as a team, doing well carrying the football. So maybe a little less pressure on his shoulders as the quarterback.
Any pressure he's carrying right now, that's self-inflicted, right? He's taking it on. He doesn't need to. Continue to do what you just said. Let everyone else carry the football. That's been effective. Don't have to worry about him throwing the ball in all the situations now. That's got to be a good feeling if he just relaxes and lets it keep coming to him.
Yeah, relax and enjoy the second quarter lead right now. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Go! And two stop. Screen. Watch the screen. Wide. Two.
They'll run on first down. Walton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Throw left side complete. That's Walton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. They'll drop the throw. And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown. Michael Thomas, as the first half is winding down, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Watson on first down. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And right now, a lot to like on that screen. They've wrapped up the division, now currently sitting in the coveted number 2 spot. Of course, you'd love number 1, but if you can't have one, number 2 is pretty good.
I agree with you totally, and here's the other part, too. The really good teams, the really confident teams, they're not as worried about being number 1. 2 is fine because they feel like they can go on the road and win against number 1 if they absolutely have to. The big thing, though, is clinching one of those early byes and able to sit and get a little rest as the playoffs begin.
Drive starts on the ground. It's Walton. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a carry for Walton. And some space here. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or 2.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward. 2nd and 4. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Hey, high 7. He's ready.
The setup to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
91. Go. Get it.
Right back to him on first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Out to the right, he's got the tight end Waring. Give him a couple on the catch, it's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay that they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Going deep for Huck. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 13.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And down he'll go at the 25.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Charles. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Watson now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jamison Crowder. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
Is under review.
Jamison Crowder. Touchdown, Texans.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Watson. This one middle of the field. It's wearing the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Watson, it's complete to Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Draw play. Here's the fullback. It's Juszczyk. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the 27, Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Watson and the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on 2nd down. Watson. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Watson gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the result, a Houston touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part,